Hello, my beautiful soul tribe. Thank you so much for joining this quick video session with me. Today, we're going to do a very quick pick a card reading for Neptune entering Aries on March the 30th. Neptune entering a new sign is quite significant. Neptune is a very slowly moving planet in astrology. Its orbit around the Earth is around 165 years. And the last time when Neptune was in Aries was during the Civil War in the United States. And when we are actually seeing Neptune entering a new sign, it's a little bit like a renewal and a re-understanding and a re-evaluation about something that we have always been deeply believing in. Personally, when I'm looking at Neptune, I tend to associate this planet with ideology. Because Neptune, in its best way, could be talking about our spirituality, our spiritual beliefs, right? Our religion. This could be about our dreams, right? Our instinct, anything that is, within the so-called woo-woo. But when Neptune is working against us, it's talking about illusion. It's talking about fallacies. It's talking about ideology, right? It's talking about the things that we're really confused about, or simply the things that we use to deceive ourselves. And so when Neptune moving into Aries, we have to really look at what this really means to us. Now, Aries rules our independence, our courage. In its worst case, Aries is about war. It's about our aggression, right, towards other people. So when you put these two things together, this is really asking us, when it comes to dealing with our self-identity and when it comes to dealing with other people, what kind of ideology are you holding and what kind of beliefs that you need to rebuild? And also, in the best way, Neptune is a planet of compassion and empathy. So this is a very, very important period of time actually for us to reevaluate all these things in our lives. Now, at the very beginning of this video, I have provided you with 3 different options. And because Neptune is related to the god of ocean, Poseidon, so the 3 options are all related to the ocean. We have got a starfish, we've got a crab, and we also have got a beautiful seashell. And so take your time and choose the one that most resonates with you. And let's get started with our pile number 1. All right, our beautiful pile number 1. You have chosen this beautiful starfish. Now, let's have a look at what this Neptune entering Aries energy is bringing to you. Now, first of all, we're going to shuffle Oracle of the Celestial Deities. Let's first of all put 2 cards out. Let's look at where you are now and also what is your environment around you, okay? What's the energy outside your control? Thank you, universe. For our beautiful starfish, the first card coming out is Juno. This is your energy. The energy around you, we have got the moon. Okay, very interesting. Now, first of all, just by looking at these 2 cards, with our beautiful pile number 1, I think this is a very important period of time for you to really look inward instead of looking outward. And the reason is because Juno in Roman mythology is a goddess of marriage. She is very focused on relationships, marriage, right? How other people see her, whether other people are standing on her side or going against her. And in a funny way, I mean, Juno cares a lot about, how other people are treating her, whether they're respecting her and things like that. But the moon energy, you can see, it's no more about the reflection that we need to do, because the moon god is Artemis, representing our inner reflection. And in Greek mythology, the moon and Artemis and Juno is also talking about a little bit competition that we're having with the environment. So one of the things that I noticed about pile number 1, the starfish people, is that you have to really be careful with being triggered easily by the environment around you. So a very fun example I can give to you is that you could be having an amazing day and suddenly one message or one phone call or one email could just, upset you, right? Or make you feel very, very unresolved and difficult. So with this energy, one of the things that I would say is always focus on what you're creating for yourself and care less about what other people are doing, especially if their action and their words could trigger you. Okay. Now, let's actually pull one card from our major arcana from our tarot. Okay, let's have a look. One thing I also notice about this group is at the end of the day, we all know that we can't really change other people, right? You might have your own ideal about how the world should operate, how people should behave, right? And maybe you are right. Maybe you're a very principled person. Maybe to you, how the world or how the people should behave is a very idealistic way. It's a little bit like the Neptune, right? Neptune also rules idealism. But at the end of the day, we also have to know that nobody is really perfect and nobody is really living according to the beautiful, a rule, right? Or the idealistic structure that we hope they will be. So this energy really tells you that, managing your own feelings and managing how you are affected, let's say, by the outside environment. This is really important. All right. Let's get one major arcana for you. All right, my beautiful pile number one card. We've got the Fool. All right. Now, with this energy, right, together with the Juno and the Moon, what I will say to you is try not to take everything too seriously. The Full energy in its positive ways, talking about, taking a leap of faith, jump into the unknown. But in your specific situation, apart from encouraging a new beginning, I really feel that this is telling you that you have to be careful with taking everything so seriously in your own mind. Like what I said, sometimes a person's behavior or one thing that they say might just trigger you. And we might expand that, or we might even exaggerate that in our own mind about what it means. Why did you do that? Oh, you did that because that's what you want to do. That's what you're trying to, manipulate, or that's what you're trying to, control or change. But a lot of them, those things are actually within our own interpretation of the world. I'm not saying that they are not doing that. Maybe some of them are doing that on purpose to trigger you, but most of the time they are not. And so with this Fool card, sometimes it's important that we behave like a fool or we think like a fool, right? Meaning that we don't overly interpret what's actually happening around us. And if we could really do that, it will seriously improve, right, your mental health and your overall happiness. Very good. Now, one more card from our Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. Okay. Thank you, universe. One card for our starfish. One more shuffle. Oh, one thing jumped out. And we have got, Omphale. Okay. Now, this card, the keyword is sensuality. One of the things about this energy is about knowing how to have fun, right? With your life and in your life. Focus on the joyful part. Omphale was a very prominent figure in Greek mythology, and she had a very joyful and also playful relationship with Hercules, who served her as her slave for a few years, based on the order from Zeus, right, the king of the universe. Um, Omphale was very funny. There was one story about her cross-dressing, right, with Hercules in the bedroom. Like she was putting on Hercules, lion's hat and his clothes, and Hercules was wearing her dress, and they were playing in the bedroom. Now, it sounds just like a very weird and kinky story about between them. But from this story, we realize that, Omphale has this very sensual, but also very playful attitude about life. All right. It's not all about the serious stuff. It's not all about, oh, it has to be this way, it has to be that way. But it's about sometimes we can just be silly. Sometimes we can just see life completely in a different way. And then we realize that, wow, everything starts to brighten up. All right. Very good. Now, this is a very quick reading for our group number one. Just remember that you are on the right track and do not be distracted by the small details, right? Or our own negative interpretation about what it means, what everything means. And if we can really release that sense of, micromanagement or micro thinking, we'll be able to rise above. And a lot of things will actually naturally happen for us anyway. Thank you so much, group number one. Hope this reading helps in some way And I look forward to seeing you next time in the next reading session. Have a wonderful day. See you later. Hello, my beautiful group number two. You have chosen this beautiful picture, which has had a crab on it. I don't know if you like crabs. I've met a lot of people who are cancers, and cancer is the symbol of cancer is a beautiful crab. And actually, my mother is a cancer, so I always have this affinity towards crabs, right? Climbing on the beach. They're really cute. Now, let's have a look at what's your current energy and what's your environment around you, okay? Very beautiful. Thank you very much. In the universe, let's get two cards for our group number two, the crab. First card, Eros. Beautiful. The environment around you, oh, we got Medusa. Okay, this is very interesting. Now, one of the things I'm seeing actually here about group number two, the crab people, is that the Eros energy usually showing that you have a very joyful inner child. Okay. Eros energy could be talking about we have this inner urge to bond with people, right? To find the right community, friendships, entertainment, right? I've seen a lot of people with Eros energy, they really have this beautiful, shiny personality. They're outgoing, right? They want to socialize, they want to have a great time, and things like that. Now, because the energy around your Medusa is there, now for some of you guys, maybe you are feeling a little bit like the environment you're in, maybe the place you live in, the community you're in, maybe they're not really your people. Or you might be feeling that maybe you have just moved, or you have just, or maybe some of your good friends have just moved, and thus you're feeling that maybe you're a little bit disconnected with the people around you. But with this combination, what I will say to you is that we have to be really open-minded about what's actually happening out there for us. Sometimes we might be subjectively believing that there's no opportunities for me. Those people are not my people. There's nothing for me to do. I'm just waiting for the environment to change. But deep down, it's really about how we are seeing this environment and how we are discovering them. For example, with this combination, I would say to you, my beautiful group number two, it's important that you show a little bit more curiosity towards the people and the environment around you. Sometimes your sense of curiosity could actually opening new doors. And so try to remove, right, our preconceived notion about who they are, what this means, and what they're doing. It's important that we ask questions and we have a little bit that kind of fun banter back and forth, and you realize that new friends are coming into your life, new community is coming into your life, and also new connections are coming into your life. All right. Now, let's pull one card from our Major Arcana Tarot. Okay. Let's have a look at what's the energy for you. Right. Thank you, universe. We have got the Wheel of Fortune. This is what I mean. Beautiful. Wheel of Fortune tells you that life will give you surprises. Throw away your preconceived notion, the things that you think that you already know, right? And this is about our very stubborn assumption, okay? Oh, this means this, that means that. And because I don't like that, so I'm not gonna give it a go, right? All these kind of things that we think we are right or we believe in. I think with Eros and the Wheel of Fortune, this really needs you to bring a little bit more curiosity and fun and believe the fact that things will always surprise us. Things will always change. This is a beautiful card when it comes to changing. Sometimes I also feel that if you feel that you are a little bit stuck in a rut, right? You're doing the same thing again and again and again. This is also telling you that it's time to get out of that rut, time to get out of that repetitive cycle, right? In your life, try something new, meet some new people, learn something new, engage with maybe a new purpose, a new cause, a new group, right? Things like that. Very beautiful. Now, let's get one card from our Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. So let's see what's the advice is there for you, okay? Thank you, universe. Just one card for a beautiful crab. Talent, Asclepius. Okay. Now, this card has a lot to do with your inner value and what you're good at doing. Now, one of the advices I'll have for you is that ask yourself what you're really good at doing. Sometimes when we're difficult to find the people to connect is because we have so many differences. there, right? Like for example, for the things that I enjoy doing, you don't really care, right? And that's why it's very difficult to bond. I think it's important for us to bond with people who share similar talents, similar interest, right? Similar passion with us. And this talent with the Wheel of Fortune is also telling you that maybe it's time for you to discover your own true talent. See, Eros energy is showing that you might be very interested in many, many different things. And for some of you guys, maybe you are just feeling that, you know what, I don't know which one actually explore, right? I'm interested in so many different things, and that's why I haven't made up my mind. But it's word fortune and the talent is saying that it does not matter which one you choose. Choose all of them, right? Try all of them. If you don't try, then you will never know whether they will really become something shiny for you. And sometimes too many choices does not mean there's no choice. It just means that you need to act on it and have fun with it. And it doesn't even mean that you have to, make them do them so well. Sometimes it's about try them, give it a go, and are you having a great time? Are you meeting new people? Are you connecting with the energy around you in a playful and cheerful way? And if you're doing that, everything will come together. All right. Thank you so much, my group number two. I hope this reading helped in some way. And I look forward to seeing all of you guys very soon in the next reading session. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number three. Thank you so much for joining this quick reading. Today, we're going to do your Neptune entering Aries energy check. First of all, let's pull two cards from the Oracle of the Celestial Deities. Let's have a look at where you are now and what is your environment, okay? Thank you, universe. Just two cards. All right. First card, Atlanta. What is your environment? We got Vesta. Okay, this is great. Love this. Okay. Now, group number three with a seashell. Okay. Atlanta is really showing your talent and your capability and also your determination to achieve something. This is a really good card when it comes to you know your stuff, you know how to do it well, and you know how to make achievement. A lot of you guys probably during this period of time should really focus on your career, your personal achievement, and do not let other people distract you from what you need to focus on. Specifically, if you feel like if you feel that there are a lot of competitions out there, people are trying to outdo you, things like that. Do not focus on them, focus on you. Your environment has got Vesta there, which is beautiful. Vesta is the goddess of home and hearth in Greek mythology, and her energy is all talking about purity and protection. So what I can see with these two energies sitting together, you are in the right place and focusing on the right thing. All right, group number three. Now I'm also seeing that some of you guys are really drawing very clear boundaries with the people around you in a healthy way. So this could be about you knowing when to say no and when to say yes, when to draw the line there and saying that, okay, I will do this, but I won't do that. I'm happy to help, but this is the most I can do because whatever. All right. These two energies sitting together is very much about a very clear boundaries in a healthy way. So if you're already doing that, awesome, continue with that. All right. This energy is very pure. It's very focused. It's also very much about I'm focusing on what I do, right? And I don't want to be distracted by whatever things that is being thrown in my way. Okay, very good. The only thing that I would say is that for a lot of the people who are choosing this group number three, you need to go through a little bit of healing. What I'm seeing here is perhaps there could be some wound, okay, in you. Now, this could be about something coming from your early childhood, maybe a sense of loneliness, or maybe a little bit like a fear of abandonment, right? Or this could be just about something recently, right, that you have gone through and that left a little bit like a wound actually deep down, in your heart. So one of the things that is very, very important for a group number three is that I think on the surface you're doing really well, but remember to always care for that wound deeply in you and heal that, right? Some of you guys might need to do meditation. Some of you guys might need to just go through some therapy, right? As a part of your daily routine and also your self-care, all right? Look after yourself very well. All right, group number three, our beautiful seashell. Remember, seashell is always related to Aphrodite, the goddess of love, right? So she is saying with this combination, Atlanta and Vesta with Aphrodite, is also telling you that bring love to your life. But this love, first of all, let's start with self-love, okay? One card from our major arcana for our beautiful group number 3, and we got the Emperor. Wow, power. Now, this Emperor energy is really showing that you guys are very, very strong, okay? Authority, right? Control, right? You're really kind of like trying to control everything within your realm, and you've done a lot. All right? I'm very proud of you, my beautiful group number 3. This is great. Again, sometimes just know that try not to be overly regimented about yourself. You are doing great. You are very disciplined, but always know how to love yourself. And when you need to rest, give yourself time to rest and to have a great time. Okay. A lot of people who are choosing this group, I mean, you're really an achiever. Okay. To be honest, you're very goal oriented, right? You know what's the right thing to do. Just love yourself more, right? Thank you. Ooh, something jumped out. Oh, I got 2 cards, okay? So let's just open both of them. First card, confidence, of course. These 2 cards are such a great pair. Emperor with Achilles, okay? Confidence, your individuality, right? Your courage. Again, Neptune enters Aries, right? And Neptune is our beliefs, and Aries is our courage. It's about bringing courage and your independence. The other thing is called destiny, okay? Now, I'll tell you what this card means. Sometimes when we see destiny, it also tells you that in order to heal our wound, the first step is to accept our past. And I give you a very interesting example. Okay, so for example, let's say someone has a very difficult childhood. Maybe the parents were constantly away, right, absent from the child's life, and maybe the father was a drunk, the mother had drug problems, right, where the mother was just very emotionally unavailable to the child. Now, when the child grows up into adulthood, of course, the child will feel very wounded. And that's because the child was never loved, right, as a child. Now, naturally, you can imagine when we grow up into adulthood, how this person would feel about love and relationships. But one of the things about healing is that, first of all, we really have to accept the fact that it was what it was, meaning that we don't get to choose our families. There are certain things, it's not up to us. It's the way it is. We didn't choose to be born in a family, but that was the environment that we were given. So this card usually tells you that it's important that we make peace with ourselves about the things that we couldn't change in the past and accept it. Accept it that it was a part of our life lesson. And what did we learn from that? Instead of fighting it and thinking, why did I have to experience that? It was unfair to me. It was not good to me. Why did it happen? Right? Why did it happen to me, but not to everyone else? Because once we go into that path, then we are basically rejecting the reality, right? And that's why we get stuck in that environment, which triggers a lot of negative emotion, resentment, jealousy, right? And sadness and things like that. With group number 3, I have a lot of empathy for you guys. I think you guys are really like what I said earlier. You guys are doers. You guys are achievers. But it's important for us to make peace with ourselves, and thus we can really achieve the so-called healing, right, in our life. And this will also help you to build even more confidence in your life and bring you to your future. All right. Thank you so much, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed this quick reading. And I look forward to seeing all of you guys very soon in the next reading session. Have a wonderful week. See you next time.